Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And I am back. I'm done, my 2-week break is over and I'm finally back home. And now I'm ready to make more videos. So during my break on July 31st, we got a Nintendo Direct partner showcase. And that Direct showed Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. We got another trailer for that. And now I want to analyze this trailer and see what we have. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, then hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. But with that, let's get started. So alright, so this right here I believe is the castle, and we got a good look at how the castle looks like during that time. And we see Zelda and Sonia walking together. And we see Rauru here. And okay, this one, like, that is a Goron sage, and Rauru's putting a mask on that Goron sage. And so it is safe to assume that this is a cutscene where, like, Rauru would put mask on all the sages. And I think that's not just a Goron sage we'll see, but, like, of course they cut the Goron sage face, but it's safe to say that we are gonna see all the sages unmasked, and we'll see, and this will probably be in the entire cutscene. So Goron, Rito, Zora, and Gerudo, all those sages will get their mask. Right? That's what I predict. Alright? And so this is a scene. This is a scene. I think we'll see, like, all the sages here. That's what I'm thinking. And then, yeah, we see Rauru's face here. And then, this is definitely during the beginning of the game, because Zelda is in she's wearing the clothes when she was beneath the Hyrule Castle. And so this is definitely during the beginning.
Given an opening, he will bear his pain.
And then, hold on.
Given an opening, he will bear his pain.
And this one, yeah, the Gloom, they attack all the Hylian soldiers. And their outfit too is very different. You know, they have like the Zonai barbarian style outfit, and they also using some wooden weapons. Or the Zonite weapons. I think they're using the Zonite. No, I don't know, but they're using some kind of Zonite weapons like that. And yeah, this is a Death Mountain, and we see the Blood Moon here. And so yeah, this definitely located at Death Mountain. I know the atmosphere and the terrain. And this the wind.
Until Hyrule itself is no more.
Yep, this is, I think Sonia was saying this. And okay, so
Is no more.
the enemies, bokoblins, they are the mini bosses. I'm assuming that they're gonna work similar to the moblins, except I think they'll have more health and more abilities. And then Lionel, Gleox, they're confirmed. Now this is the sage. Now,
Be that as it may.
Now, it's confirmed that the sages are playable. This confirms that the sages are playable. But, as you can see here, the Goron sage
Be that as it may.
passes Daruk's protection to Rito Sage. Now this is something I do want to cover in a separate video, because I have not seen a lot of people talk about this, but this is really interesting to see Daruk's protection in this game. Like, it's actually really surprising. Like, this cutscene genuinely got me, like when I saw Daruk's protection. And I will cover that in a separate video. And so this one, yeah. Now the Rito Sage, this takes place at Hebra, I'm assuming. Yeah, it has to take place at Hebra. But Flamethrower, yeah, that's what the Rito Sage does. Like, he flies and holds the Flamethrower with his talons. But the rest of the characters, I'm assuming they would just use their hands. And we also get to see like the other Zonai objects being used. I wonder if we're going to get any of the new Zonai objects being used. I don't know. But hopefully we get to see more Zonai objects being used. And okay, this is Minoru, I believe, right? Minoru? Okay. This one. Wait, oh. This one, it's free roam again. Right. We saw free roam in the first trailer. It was a bit ambiguous, but now this like confirms it even more. And this takes place at the depths. I don't know which part of the depths it takes place. I'm not sure if this is the Great Plateau depths, but yeah, free roam, and this time even Minoru is also there. So yeah, and this is the team attack. We saw like team attack in the previous trailer, if my memory is correct. And this one, Minoru, she sends rockets, I believe, and then like flies the constructs away. We see a lot of Zonai objects being used. And this one, I believe it's a team attack for Rauru and Sonia. And yeah, I think this confirms that Sonia is also playable. And now we get to see the Zora Sage in the Leneru region. And then this is during the imprisoning war. And yeah. Okay, this one. We finally get to see an ability again. Recall. And so, Zelda, we saw in Tears to Kingdom that she has recall. And so, I wonder how the recall ability works in this game. I'm not sure how, but like, I don't know if it's just only exclusive to like Sonia and Zelda and maybe Rauru, but I do think that we will see recall and the other abilities being used for every character. I hope that's the case. Alright, because the way Zelda, like, you know, it's like reflects objects, but then I think that there will be a cooldown for when they could use these abilities, similar to the Sheikah abilities in Age of Calamity. That's what I'm assuming. But I hope that all characters would have like the abilities in this game, because not all characters had the Sheikah Slate in Age of Calamity, yet they still had it. They still used Sheikah Slate abilities. And I think that each ability would actually work differently. I actually wonder how fusion would work, because that too could have its own uses. I don't know about the combat, but that's my theory. Oh. Alright, this is big.
You sought it from Hyrule.
Now, the Gerudo Sage.
All places.
There it is.
This is
We finally gotta see a face of one of the sages. Now, in my first Age of Imprisonment video, like the day it released, I made a video on that, one of my first videos, and I thought that we would not see any champions unmasked, but this proved me wrong. We do get to see the sages unmasked. It's 100% confirmed. We got to see the Gerudo sage unmasked, and soon we'll see the other sages unmasked as well. It's 100% confirmed. And I'm glad we get to see the sages masked. And this also means that we're definitely going to get the names of the sages soon. Hopefully in the next trailer, the final major trailer, we get to know the names. Unless if Nintendo decides to wait till we play the game. Then we'll finally get the names of the sages. But we got one sage unmasked, 3 more to go. But first, I do want to talk about the battle.
But you sought it from Hyrule.
Now, this one. Now, I just want to say, this actually looks kind of sick. Like, the lightning sage, the Gerudo sage does a slide kick, and then, like, lifts her Scimitar of the 7 up. And that just looks really cool combo. I do assume that's her heavy dash attack. Unless if it's her special move, I don't know. But what interests me a lot is why Rauru and the Gerudo sage are fighting. And those are Rauru's attacks. They're fighting. I have a theory as to why they're fighting. This is because this probably takes place before Ganondorf like formed alliances with Rauru prior to his betrayal. That is what I'm assuming. But I think that the Gerudo sage and Ganondorf are actually pretty like allies. Like Gerudo sage is probably like the right hand man or right hand woman of Ganondorf. Before Ganondorf's betrayal, that's when the Gerudo sage would team up with Rauru. And yeah, that's what I'm assuming. And you know, maybe this doesn't have to be before his betrayal. This could be after his betrayal, before the Gerudo sage realizes the wrong things that Ganondorf's doing.
This is madness.
But it's pretty cool. Or that could just be the first encounter.
But you sought it.
That could just be the first encounter of the Gerudo sage. Similar to like in Age of Calamity, we fight Rivali. There might be some misunderstandings going on. That is also a possibility.
This is madness.
But now we see the constructs, and it seems that the constructs have gotten the warriors here, the Hylian warriors. I think this is during Ganondorf's betrayal, and I think that like Ganondorf probably manipulated a construct. I don't know, or maybe the constructs thought that Ganondorf was evil, or maybe this is just my eyes and the constructs are probably like teamed up with Rauru and they're fighting against Ganondorf. But to me it looks like the constructs like got those Rauru and the warriors. And so Sonia, now this one, yeah, this is probably like when Zelda drops the cup. That's what I'm assuming.
There is danger here.
Yep. And now, and then this scene here, like the environment, you know, it's pretty dark. So I mean, this could be the scene where Sonia has been killed. I don't know, but that is a possibility. If this story is canon, then it could be a scene where Sonia was killed. That's what I believe.
Enormously so.
And then we got the trailer, or the name. And for some reason, we did not get a release date yet. They still say winter 2025. I mean, like winter 2025 could probably be like during February as well. You know, if they want to kick off the Zelda's 40th anniversary, then they could have this game to start off Zelda's 40th anniversary. But no release date. But the Nintendo of Australia said that it will be during spring of 2025, which is the fall in the Northern Hemisphere in the US. So like around November. That is also a possibility. I'll talk about release date later, but here, this is a really interesting scene, and I will make a separate video on this as well. So, I know this theme is the Fice theme. Alright, I know this. I did not play Skyward Sword, but I do know. I heard Fice themes a countless number of times. Alright, and they used a Fice theme here. Why they used it, I'm still kind of unsure right now. But, this construct. Now, at first glance, I thought that it was Minoru when I first watched the trailer. I thought it was Minoru. But it doesn't look like her. It doesn't look like the Minoru construct. Here's what I am thinking. I am thinking, this is my theory, I believe that construct is the Terako of Age of Imprisonment. In Age of Calamity, we got Terako, a mini guardian. This one, we got whoever this construct is, whatever this construct is. You know, that would be the Terako of Age of Imprisonment. I want to cover this in a separate video, because that is also really interesting, and I have so much to talk about that. Alright. But, yeah, that is the trailer. And again, no release date. So, I believe it will be around November 2025 or February 2026. That is my prediction. And Nintendo, they have said in the Direct that this will be a canonical tale. They explicitly said canonical tale. Now, a lot of people saying that this game would be, like, a lot of people want this game to be canon. And I have said this a countless times. I don't want this game to be canon. Alright, and I will make a separate video on why I don't want the game to be canon. But, this is the video. This is me analyzing the trailer. We got more free roaming. We got to see the sages unmask, or at least we got to see the Gerudo sage unmask. And of course, when Raoru gives the Goron sage his mask, there's definitely like more. No, they just stopped at that point. But we at the Goron sage's hair, we saw that, and they just stopped it. But yeah, we will see the sages unmasked, that's for sure. That's confirmed. Sonya playable confirmed. Team attacks confirmed. And then the Zona items are confirmed as well. Also, it's kind of obvious they'll be there. And yeah. And then we'll also see a mysterious construct, which we saw in the end, who would be the significant character. But yeah, that is today's video. I finally came back here. Sorry if this video didn't seem to be as good as it sounded. Like, I mean, I just got back, and I do plan on making more videos like this. But if you like this video, hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. My goal is to get 100 subscribers by the end of this year. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.